in. Just give me a sec. Okay, let us start. So guys, what are the general challenges that people face, and how do people start looking for jobs, and what things they should do and what things they should not do? That will be the topic of today, because we all know that more and more people are getting released. In fact, from last 2 to 3 weeks, the people who are approaching and joining our groups are just increasing. People who are texting us saying that they are looking for jobs are increased. So we have planned this session so that we can help everyone. So what you have to do, guys, the webinar is also being screened on the YouTube as well. So if in case you want to have a look at it again, you can look at that as well. So guys, first important thing, whatever you say, right, if you are looking for your first job, if you are looking to switch your job, the most important thing that you have to do is you have to update your resume. Yes, that is the primary thing that you have to do. As a human resource professional, we have some observations. People miss doing these things, and ultimately they land themselves in trouble. They do not get job. Then the competition is so much that if one person doesn't get a job, some other person comes in and he takes that opportunity. So there are a few things that you have to do right. That is will help you to get job at the earliest. Because if you keep up losing opportunities, other will come in and take those opportunities. And now there are so many people who are looking for jobs, and jobs are very limited. You have to just ensure that whatever I will be saying now, you note it down and start following it step by step. That would be the best thing for you. Okay. So guys, how do you, first of all, what should be there in your resume? We will not cover ATS friendly resume today. We'll cover it probably tomorrow. But the basic understanding, guys. Suppose if I am working in a particular job and I want to look for a change, what should I do first? As people do not update their resume. Whatever skill set that you want to look here in your job, just give me a sec, guys. Okay. Whatever skill that you are trying to get in a job, you have to elaborate all those things in your resume. For an example, there are many people who are currently working in one particular skill. However, now they want to upscale their skill or want to move into a different skill, but they haven't updated this thing in their resume. You have to elaborate this skill as much as possible so that your resume gets ranked for this particular skill set. And when people search your resume through job search portals, they get your resume up there. So guys, very simple. First of all, whenever you are updating your resume, ensure that you keep it updated. You keep it updated, you keep it refreshed. Do some minor changes in the career pages or wherever you have updated your resume. Do some minor changes that will help you to rank your resume first of all. So whenever the recruiter will try to log in, whenever he will search for that skill set, that keyword, then he will get your resume for that. And other thing, if we are not looking for any specific role or specific skills which are there in your resume, which are no longer related to you, there is not much required to elaborate those skills. Okay. For an example, there are a few people who are working into Java as a profile, but they might have done something earlier in the last organization which is not related to Java. That is how they might have started their career. There is no need to elaborate much on that particular thing. If you're not updating your resume, then your resume will still be reflecting that old skill set as an active skill set, and that will also cover major chunk in your resume. So just reduce the scope of that and elaborate more things about Java, the skill which you are aware of, the job which you are trying to get. So that is the most important thing. Okay. And then another thing, guys, the basic observation. Once you have updated your resume, update it in a good number of job search portals. Do not specifically restrict yourself to one portal as such. Go ahead, at least update it in 4 to 5 job search portals. This is the common mistake that people do. They update it in one portal, they do not revisit their resumes, and later on they say that recruiters don't call them. That has been happening quite a lot. So the whole idea is, once you have the resume with you, then you have to update this resume in all the job search portals. 5 job search portals. I will tell you the names of them as well. Like timesjob.com is really doing good. Then there is something known as Vacitum. It is really doing good. Then Shine has also worked pretty good. Monster has also worked pretty good. So these are the 4 things which have really worked good. And you can add one more to it. And which resume to update there? Join us again tomorrow. We will talk about detail about ATS friendly format that is supposed to be there. So tomorrow we will cover that part. Okay. So that is what it is going to be. Do not restrict your efforts to one single platform. There's the whole idea is whatever we do, you have to multiply your efforts. Like career engines will be there, job search engines will be there. At the same time, there is something known as career pages. Because every company is maintaining their specific career page. Because you have to log into job search career, you have to log into the site of theirs. Once you log into their site, just try to find out their career page. Just go ahead and register there. As soon as you register there, just explore if there are jobs related to your skill set. If there is anything related to your skill set, go ahead and apply for it. Even if there is nothing related to your skill set, the whole idea is once your resume is updated there, you will automatically start getting triggers from the company. As soon as they come up with that job which you are applying for, you will start getting email triggers for that. So it's very simple, guys. I have updated my resume 10 years back in Tech Mahindra Genpact portal. But even still, if they get any job related to the resume which I have updated there, I still get notifications in my email. So that is how easy it is. Okay. So career pages, you have to track that. How do you do? Log into any of the sites of any of the companies, then just explore the career page there and accordingly go ahead and update it. That would be one thing. The second thing will be maximize your efforts in all the job search engines, not restrict to one. Go ahead and update it in 4 to 5 search engines. That would be one effort. Then again, don't restrict yourself to that. There are many WhatsApp groups wherein people have been posting jobs. Be on top of that. In fact, we ourselves have been running this group. People, they are not updated. They do not keep themselves updated with whatever we are posting, and ultimately they lose. Let's be on top of that. The jobs that we have been posting in our group are most of the jobs are directly from right channels. I being an HR professional, I am a part of some of the groups, some of the people who are there in the network, they keep posting different jobs to me, and that is how these jobs comes across to you. And yes, for one job, like 50, 60 people are applying, hundreds of people are applying. So you have to do things right so that you can get a chance to get that opportunity. For an example, guys, whenever now we have covered some uploading your resume stuff, we will move about what to do when you manually share your resume. So what you exactly do, guys? First of all, whenever you come across any of the job requirement, you have to send a resume to them. That people do while sending a resume is that they do not update a proper subject line. Guys, when my team works, because I have 10 years of experience. I have more than 10 years of experience of working in MNCs. And other than that, also as a professional, I have like 13 plus years of experience. So whenever my team used to work on requirements, the basic challenge that we used to face was to identify which email has come for which particular requirement. Okay, because what happens is that one particular person is not handling only one requirement. They handle more than one requirement, maybe 4 to 5 requirements, and their email box is all flooded. Their email box is all flooded with many emails of resumes. So which resumes will they open? They will open those resumes which have a proper subject line by which they can understand, okay, this particular resume has come for this particular requirement. So the first and the most important thing is whenever you share your resume to any of the recruiters using an email, update the subject line properly. Okay, so what should be there in the subject line? Guys, what skill set are you applying for? How many years of experience do you have? Your name. That's it. Write these 3 lines in subject line and then rename your resume. Your resume, guys, the Word file if you are using, the PDF file if you are using, people randomly, we get resumes like, please find the attached resume. That's it, guys. It is a basic and the most common mistake which many beginners do, in fact. If you are a fresher, avoid doing this particular mistakes, or else things will not be good for you. Your resume is not being even opened by the recruiter. आपका resume guys recruiters open ही नहीं करेंगे because उन लोग को पता ही नहीं चलेगा. उन लोग के पास hundreds of emails रहते हैं. उन लोग क्या करते हैं, email पर जाते हैं, they just search for skill set, और जो भी वो search करते हैं, if that is written there in the email body, or that is written there in the subject line, they will get those emails. Then that is how they start working ahead. So the common mistake, people say that I do not get call back from the recruiter. I do not get call back from the recruiter. What should I do? Start updating your subject line properly, as I just said, and rename your resume. As uske baad jo hai, whenever you get a job detail, job description, as job description ke saath mein, whenever you are sending one-to-one email, update your profile as per the job description. Okay, update your profile. Just give me a sec. Okay, update your profile as per the job description, because every job description will be different. You have to elaborate those things in your profile if you have already done that, so that the recruiter will open your resume. After opening your resume, he will be interested in you. If you are not doing that, then ultimately the recruiter will go ahead for the resume who has elaborated those details and updated those details in a better manner. Okay, so सबसे पहले क्या हो गया, subject line हो गया, उसके बाद renaming of the resume, then after that resume updation as well, and उसके बाद में cover letter. Guys, it doesn't stop there, guys. You have to update your cover letter. You have to update your cover letter. Or what exactly is this cover letter, guys? Nowadays people are so much worried. They keep searching internet here and there. There are people who are sharing samples of cover letters. They are charging people some, they are 3,000 rupees. I have seen people charging 3,000 rupees for a sample of ATS resume and a cover letter. It's not that tough. The concept of cover letter, the concept of cover letter is very easy and it's very simple. Because whenever you are writing something, whenever you are writing an email to someone, what do? You write something there on the email body. What you write on the email body is basically what recruiter will see, and that itself is a cover letter, guys. It's very simple. Write 3 paragraphs on email body. Just keep it restricted to 3 paragraphs. The first paragraph that you will write, it would just be a simple greeting, guys, that you are applying for this particular requirement. You are applying for this particular requirement, from where you learned about this requirement. If you have that knowledge about that, right? There is no need to write the details of the WhatsApp groups which you are getting, because WhatsApp groups will be getting the requirements from all other challenges. If you have any direct source, any direct reference, then you can mention that. For an example, there are many companies who run referral schemes, and you may learn about that requirement from anyone who is already working in that company. In that case, you have to update the employee ID of the person in first paragraph. So first paragraph may update the details from where you are getting the requirement, which requirement are you applying for. Very simple. Then the second paragraph that we have, in that second paragraph, go ahead and elaborate. Tell them why is it that you think that you are good fit for that particular position. For an example, if you are applying for 6 years of experience into Java, if that is the expectation in the job description, similarly, your first paragraph will be, I would like to apply for this particular job position which you have. I got this requirement from this particular source. The second thing is, you have already worked as a Java professional for 5 years, and that makes you think that you are good enough for this particular role. Yes, that's it. And the third and the simple paragraph is, please keep me updated. Guys, the major people, the maximum number of people, they keep sending the resumes without writing any of the stuff whatsoever. Subject line nahi hai, resume is not renamed, cover letter is not there, they are not writing proper format. Then how will they get a call back from the recruiter? Recruiter lands themselves in a situation that they open only those resumes which are properly updated. As this resume, this job which you are applying for, will give you an opportunity to work that will help you to earn your living. So you have to put that extra effort. एक बार बैठ जाओ, अपना properly एक बार resume बना लो, Keep all those things updated there and start using all that particular resume in all the job search engines. And whenever you are sending one-to-one email, usme elaborate karo those skills for which you are applying for. Okay, it's very simple, guys. So cover letter ke liye ye, and thus we will talk in detail about ATS format tomorrow. It's a long topic. It's going to take some more time, wherein we will step by step say that how will your resume get triggered to the recruiter, or ATS applicant tracking system, what things are supposed to be there, what should be the format of your resume, or how many lines, how many pages, all the general queries that we have related to applicant tracking system, we will talk about tomorrow. And now we are covering channels of job search. From that, like we told, that first of all, to update your resumes in 4 to 5 job search portals. Then we also covered career pages, how important they are. There's another thing is you have to be sensible. For an example, Amazon has ramped up in Hyderabad. There was a major ramped up 3 years back. So what they did was, all those people who have registered through their through their career pages, they have hired a good number of people from there. My friends, the people who were there in our groups, have started getting calls from there, and they were having so many positions that most of the people who applied there were selected. It is the time when 3 years back Corona and all those things were going on. That is how they selected people. So just keep in mind, like, which are the ramp ups which are happening. If you are looking for a job at Bangalore location, just see if there is any company which is ramping up in Bangalore location. For an example, if we talk again about Hyderabad, 6 to 7 years back, Deloitte has opened a few offices at Hyderabad location. And what they did was, they went ahead with bulk hiring. They went ahead with bulk hiring, and whenever bulk hiring happens, the chances of you getting a job increases, because बहुत सारे profiles चाहिए होते हैं. So एकदम close monitoring, constant close monitoring नहीं होती है. So थोड़ा बहुत logic use करो. Which are the companies who are coming at your location, of your preference location of looking for jobs, and उसके career page में जाके अपना resume update करो. Similarly, LinkedIn के बारे में also we will talk about day after tomorrow or tomorrow if the time permits. But okay, now let's move on. Guys, one of the most important thing that have been recently used is hackathons. Guys, in old days, right, we only used to depend on the consultancies. Consultancies pe depend karte the, like we used to approach the consultancies, or we used to only wait for the campus drives which used to happen in the company. But now the things have changed. There are websites. In this particular websites, companies run their hackathons. For an example, there is a website named Hacker Rank. There is a website named Hacker Earth. Guys, after this, right, I am assuming that you all are a part of our group. I will share this link details in our group itself, or jo YouTube pe which we have we have updated this thing. I will update in the description of that the names of these platforms. So Hacker Earth Rank is there, then Hacker Rank is there. So companies, what they are doing is, they are conducting various hackathons in these websites. So you have to log into these websites, see is there any hackathon specific to your skill set. If this thing is more for you,
can I ask
an IT professional, if you are if you want to get in a job into IT or any of the related skill sets, go ahead, apply for this particular hackathon. If you clear that, you get an opportunity to appear for an interview. Okay, someone is saying, can I ask Shakila? Shakila, by end of this session, probably you can raise your queries. By end of this session, I will just try to go address your queries as well. Okay. So what else, guys? So where were we? So Hacker Earth, Hacker Rank, these are the platforms. Go ahead, update your update and apply for that particular Hacker Rank. If you clear that, it is then you will automatically be placed for the interview. So now the things have changed. And for those people who are still freshers and struggling to get a job, guys, nowadays the companies, the way they work has also changed a lot. Let's just give me a sec. Okay, guys, now fresher companies, they have their own platforms. If we talk about TCS, if we talk about Infosys, they have their own platform which they use to hire people across all locations. बस पहले ऐसा नहीं है, अब देख tier 1 companies में companies आके जो है interviews लेंगे. Now they are open to go ahead and hire you if you are suitable as a fresher for that company. Like TCS has been conducting some workshops like TCS NQT hai, TCS NQT, TCS Ninja hiring, InfyTQ. So there Wipro ka bhi hai, guys. Wipro is doing something known as Wipro Elite National Hunt Talent. Then Tech Mahindra also run their own event. They do it like Tech Mahindra Elevate platform. So guys, these are the things which companies are running. So if you are a fresher, if you are a beginner, if you are struggling to get into company, these are the platforms. And also again, just give me a give sec. I will paste you some of the links as well. Just give me a sec. Okay, I will, instead of pasting link, I will just write it is okay. For TCS, it is TCS. Search these things on internet, guys. TCS NQT, TCS Ninja. Because this Ninja Drive they have, they do it, they conduct it end of every year. They use this platform to hire people from all the colleges, from whatever it is. And now Infi TQ, let's search these keywords, okay? Infi TQ, then hack with Infi, then Wipro Elite. What is the spelling of this? Wipro Elite National Hunt Talent. National Hunt Talent. Okay. Then Tech Mahindra. What is Tech Mahindra? Elevate it is. ELEVATE. Okay. So guys, whatever I have updated now, these are the platforms, these are the sources wherein people used to hire freshers. And prior to this, we discussed about hackathon, right? That's exploring one for okay, Nakul. Now I am unmuted. There were some internet issues which are going on today from evening. So if in case we get abruptly disconnected for a while, please bear with me. Be there. I will be switching to another network and again we will go ahead as we have been discussing. Okay, so now I have shared you the details of the platforms that you can use if you are a fresher. We discussed about hackathons, right? I will just share some of those details as well in the WhatsApp text. Just give me a sec. So Hacker Earth was there. Let's make note of it. Okay, I will share it in the YouTube as well, but I want you to make note of it, because if you start making note of it, you will have it on top of your mind. If you make notes, things will definitely work in a different manner. So now this is Hacker Earth. You can go ahead, you can see what all challenges they have. If there is anything matching related to your skill set, go ahead and apply for it, as many people are not aware of it. And then what happens is, if less people are using that particular channel, then the chances of those people getting the job increases, those people clearing that interview from that particular channel increases. So Hacker Earth is there. Okay, both are Hacker Earth. One is practice, you can also practice. Then there are challenges as there, you can directly apply for that. Then Hacker Rank, I said, right? Hacker Earth, then Hacker Rank. Hacker Rank. But just give me a sec. Okay, Hacker Rank is also there. What else? I have made a note of a few in past. So guys, we are conducting this session nearly after a month. The reason being, more and more, I really observe that so many people are getting released. And again, the situation is that there are so many people who are looking for jobs, and the opportunities are somewhat again turning less. Okay. So make maximum of whatever we will be discussing now, because it's all on the basis of observations that we have made as a human resource professional, what our team has made. Okay. So these are the platforms wherein you can apply to various job hunt challenges. Okay, so make a note of these things. If you just search using keyword in portals, you will again get many things out of it. Okay, so what else, guys? What else? I discussed about vacitum.com. Let's use this 5 job search engines. Vacitum, then also use Indeed. The resume that we will be preparing tomorrow, you should update it in all these job search engines. Okay, there is something known as Placement India. After Placement India, Monster. There's a reason why we have to update in multiple job search engines is to maximize the effort, guys. More you update it, and once you will be having your resume with you, your ATS friendly resume, then yes, you have to update in all the job search portals, because you have already done the top job of creating your resume as applicant tracking system friendly. So एक बार वो हो गया तो update in all the job search portals, and that would be the best thing for you. Okay, so first thing that you have to do once you get your resume tomorrow, 5 job search portals which I just pasted: Hacker Rank, Hacker Earth. Make your resumes all there, and when you are manually sharing your resumes, use proper cover letter. We have already discussed about what a cover letter should be. Tomorrow we will talk about format of cover letter and format of ATS friendly resume. So start using that. Rename your subject line, rename your resume name, and it should be good to go, guys. Guys, if you are freshers, also look for internships, as there are many companies which are directly converting the interns into permanent employees. Make use of this particular fact. And where do you get internships? As there are again specific platforms which you can use to get internships. I am sure that you might have heard about Internshala, right? Let me see. I have made a note of that as well somewhere. There is something known as internshala.com, then naukrifirst.com. Let me paste it. Let's make note of all these things. Tomorrow we will not talk much about this. Okay, we'll talk about resume part, we'll talk about cover letter part, format part. So whatever we are talking now, these are the keywords, these are the things which you should be aware of, and while updating your resume, यहाँ पर update कर दो. First Naukri, Internshala, then there is Hirist. Okay, so start applying for jobs, for internship jobs in these platforms as well. And that is how, do not wait for opportunity to come in your way till the time you are getting a permanent role. Get something added in your resume, get some experience added, show the recruiter what else you have done, rather than just sitting and wasting some time. Even if you have experience, if you are not getting a job, go through some trainings. These trainings, update it in your resume, make some projects on your own, make some projects, see if you can make some projects, add those things on or everything on your resume. By doing this, you will be in a position to outperform other people. If there are 4 people who have not worked from last 6 months who are still looking for jobs, in one person has updated, went ahead and did all these trainings, if he has made some projects, then this person will get upper hand. Because job search is practically doing all these things in a right manner and constantly doing it. As an another thing is that start tracking all these things in an Excel sheet. Whatever job you are applying for, which recruiter, which resume, when you applied for, track it. Track it in an Excel sheet and follow up for the feedback. Again, guys, if you're not following up for the feedback, your resume will be lost in the inbox of a recruiter. Recruiter ke paas, believe me, on one day he get 500,000 emails on one day of various opportunities. If he misses your resume, or if she misses your resume on one particular day, then your resume will not even reach to her on another day, right? So you have to do a follow-up. People say that, is it good to follow up? Is it that recruiter will feel that I'm too much aggressively searching? Yes, guys, you are aggressively searching because it's your job hunt. And yes, it's your right to know what is the status. So follow up karte raho. If you're not doing a follow up, the recruiter will not get back to you. And they have many resumes. So the chances of they not replying back to you are more if you're not doing a follow up. Okay. So uske baad jo hai follow up bhi karo. Then what else, guys? We have covered fresher hiring platforms. Platform for hackathons also are covered. Then we have also covered some of the platforms known as Vesitum, Indeed. What else? Okay, some TCS Ninja and these platforms are also covered. And WhatsApp platforms are also covered, guys. So all those who are there, I'm assuming that you are already there in a WhatsApp platform. If you are not there, I will just share the link with you. Join that. We post here multiple requirements that we come across through our HR network or through some other HR groups. So if you are new, join to this particular WhatsApp group as well. Okay. What else? Okay, guys. So this is what it is. Today, I wanted to keep a session, a short session, foundation for the next 3 days. I do not want to take one particular session like 2.5 hour session like that, because I want people to take the action items and on the next day start building on the action items what we have shared now. So in this particular WhatsApp group, I will elaborate all those things which we have discussed. Be on top of that. Tomorrow we will target to complete how to use Google for job search, how to use cover letter, how to use ATS friendly resume. We will give time for that. Then day after tomorrow, we will talk about how to use LinkedIn. And uske baad, the fourth and last day, we will talk about what is expected in an interview, how to clear an interview, confidence and all that part. And we will disclose some of the important links to you about where to share your resume, some recruiter consultancy detailed links for you. So this is the plan, guys. Okay, this is the plan. Today was the introductory session. Hope if you do not make use of it, you won't find it useful. Okay, and many people, I don't know how many people are there. I could see that only few people are there as of now. People may see it later on the YouTube, but yes, if you have registered for it, it is only then you can join. If you have not registered using the registered link, then the link which I have shared now, it won't work for you.
I have a question, sir. Sorry.
Okay, guys, if you have any specific questions, just type it in the text box. Type it in the text box. I will just revert you back. Then we will log off. Question related to our today's workshop. Shikelia, you said that you have some query, right? You can just type it there. You can type it in the chat box. If there is any specific query, I would like to take it ahead. Meanwhile, others also, if you have anything, please let me know. I could see that Amit is driving, Samit is driving. So if Amit has any query, he can just speak it up. Can I benefit from this? I am from South Africa. Okay, Shakila, see, the basic concept about job search remains same irrespective of wherever you are from. The only thing is that the job search channels can be different. The career pages which we just spoke about, the search engines which we just spoke about, are specific to India. Like Times Job, the most of the requirements that we spoke about, these things are very much there in India. If you are living in South Africa, I'm sure that you have a Google reach out there. Search there what are the top job search engines out there in your location. You will get a list of that. The primary thing what you have to do is get the list of all the job search engines which are there at your location, and then you have to start working and updating the resume there. The primary thing will be same. The whole point is that the concept will be same, but the job search engines, the job search platforms will be different. If you are living in a particular company, so for a particular country, particular state, if you know which all companies are there in your state, then the basic concept is the same. You have to use Google, search which all are the companies who are operating from your particular location. Once you get the details of those companies, then the career pages, start applying in the career pages of that. That is how you will get a job, irrespective of whether you are from South Africa, whether you are from UK, whether you are from India. That is what you have to do. UK mein there are there are specific sites which are more related to government. Everything is just script there. So how you will get these details? By Googling it. And yes, if we talk about cover letter, it's very generic. Whenever you are sending your resume to a recruiter, you have to write it in an email. If you are applying through an email, you have to write it in an email. How will a recruiter understand what you are applying for? Is through a cover letter. It doesn't matter where you are staying. The basic concept of writing a cover letter is there. It has to be there. So yes, it will benefit you. If you are applying in a job search portal, there is a software known as applicant tracking system. So what exactly is this? Okay, let me give you a brief about it. Guys, there are many people, like thousands of people are applying for 50 positions. Is it really possible for a recruiter to go ahead and manually check each and every resume? It's not possible. So what is happening? All these job search portals are using something known as applicant tracking system. It is a mechanism, it is a setup which they use to filter out the resumes which they do not find adequate to the job description which they have uploaded. Okay, so maximum number of resumes will get filtered out, like 70% of resumes will get filtered out. So by doing it, by properly updating the resume in the job search portal using ATS friendly resume, applicant tracking system friendly resume, irrespective of whatever you are doing, whatever your skill set is, whatever your technology is, apply the basics right. And then your resume will also reach to the recruiter, and then you will start getting jobs from that specific search engine. Okay, so the basic remains the same. Basic remains the same. You may have to do some R&D because the names which I have just shared are not there. Tomorrow we'll talk about Google. Okay, tomorrow we'll talk about how to use Google for making job search, guys. Tomorrow we'll talk about Google, how to use Google for doing job search, then how to use how to make career page, how to do a cover letter, how to do a applicant tracking system resume. Day after tomorrow, we'll talk about LinkedIn, how to use LinkedIn. So definitely if someone is there not from India, that LinkedIn session will be useful for them. Tomorrow's applicant tracking system will be useful for them. and Google search will also be useful for them. Okay, so that answers your question. Does any other thing, Nakul, Alok, Sachin, Sagar, is there anything? Amit, if you have any specific query, I'm sure, assuming that you're driving, so there has to be some disturbance out there. You can't type, but if you have any specific query, feel free to ask it. Alok, Nakul. Okay, guys, TK. So this is for today, and tomorrow again, guys, I will be sharing the link. But the whole point is that if you have already registered for the workshop, it is then only you can join it. There are some restrictions to it, so I'm assuming that you have already enrolled for it. Enroll for it. I will share it a bit early tomorrow before the start of the session. So if you are new, you can again enroll for tomorrow's link as well. The time will again be 7 o'clock. So we already said what we are going to discuss now, and make maximum of these 4 days. If you thoroughly start practicing all that we are discussing in these 4 days, whatever we are about to discuss, then your job search process will just turn very easy for you guys. We have been doing this from last 3 years as a part of this WhatsApp group initiative, and as a part of professional, I have been dealing with people through as a part of resource management group, global workforce management group, talent acquisition group. I have been dealing with all these functions from last 13 years, and I know what all things are supposed to be done and what all things people miss to do. So make maximum out of this 4 days. And yes, all these 4 days are very much free. Make maximum out of it, and let's see how things work. Okay, guys. So if there is nothing else, we'll log out. We'll log in tomorrow at 7 o'clock again. Okay, guys. Amit, you have something to say? I just saw that you have raised a hand.
Can we have the recording session of this?
Sorry, Amit, your voice is not audible. If you can just repeat yourself.
Can we have the recording of this session?
This session's recording is on the YouTube, Amit. Are you there in our job search group?
Yes.
Great. So I will just share the YouTube recording as there, the link by end of the day today, or maybe in a while. So you can again have a look at it, and that will be helpful.
Thank you so much.
Okay, Amit.